Who's your favourite character?
Either Chandler or Joey. They're just like probably the best out of all of them.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the podcast, Pop Culture Chatter, and today we are talking about the TV show icon Friends, and joined by my co-star.
Hi, I'm Beth.
And let's get straight into it. So I've got a couple of questions here that we're both going to answer. So the first question is, how did we discover the show?
Mine was probably a couple of years ago, probably when I was quite young, like 12 or 13. It was just on TV with my mum, and then found that it was on Netflix and just watched all the episodes basically.
Yeah, I started watching it quite recently. Found it on Netflix, and been hooked ever since. Who's your favourite character?
Either Chandler or Joey. They're just like probably the best out of all of them.
Yeah, I'd say Joey's cool. Yeah, he's probably the most iconic. Have you got a favourite quote?
Probably when Phoebe catches Monica and Chandler when they're together and trying to keep it a secret, and she's screaming from Ross's apartment going like, Chandler and Monica. It's probably the best.
Yeah. Well, I haven't really got a favourite quote because I think all of it's quite iconic, I suppose. I'm only in like the first season, so I haven't really like got to know the characters well enough yet, I suppose. So I haven't really got a favourite quote. I think there's just like a bunch of lines that I like. Why do you think the show is so popular?
It's been around for so many years. It still plays on TV now, and it's not something that was on TV when it was airing and then they just took it off. It's just something that when it's on TV, you kind of watch a little bit of it and then get more invested to it, and I feel that's why it's so popular, because it's just made for everyone. Yeah,
I think it's very easy to digest as well. It's a very like easygoing TV show. It's been going on since the 90s, so it's got like probably 3 or more generations who love it and have just sort of passed it down to like their kids or whoever, like their friends or whatever. How do you feel about Friends being passed down through the generations?
I feel it's quite good because it just shows, like, I feel a message that it shows as well is like they were all like in their 20s when they started and their 30s when the show ended. It shows like a few other shows that you don't have to have your life together by the age of 20, and I feel that's a good message to just throw to a bunch of different generations.
Yeah, I feel like our generation in particular is very like stressed and worried about the future, and like we have to have everything sorted out now. Like we're very pressured to like move on to the next stage. For us it's university, for other people it may be the first job. Friends had live audiences for the majority of filming of the show. How do you think live audiences differ to recorded audiences?
I prefer when there's no audience. I prefer just like being able to watch show, and then like when I find it funny I laugh and not have someone else laughing. But I feel a live audience is a lot better because you get more authentic laughter than you do with something that's pre-recorded, because it's kind of like you'll hear the same laugh, the same voice the whole time of someone laughing if it's recorded, but you'll hear a different voice and different types of laughter from different people when you have a live audience. And I feel a live audience is a lot better in having a lot of different people there at different times.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, live audience is a lot better than a recorded audience, because if it's recorded, it's fake. And I think coming back to our generation, we're very good at spotting what's real and what's not. So if it has a fake audience or a recorded audience, we just pick up on it, and something just doesn't feel right. What do you think of the writing?
I think it's good. There's some parts that, like, when I was younger, I found funny, and then I look back now and I'm like, oh, it was, like, a bit, like, cringy, I guess. Yeah. But, like, I do like some of it. Like, a lot of it is quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, I said before the writing is solid, but I do not like the type of humour, ironically, in Friends. So it's like the cringe humour.
I like some of the humour. Like, sometimes it is funny. Like, sometimes I watch it and be like, oh, yeah, but sometimes I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah, like some of it works, some of it doesn't.
Yeah.
And you know, when it hits, but when it misses, oh my god. How good do you think the actors portray the lines in the show?
I think they're really good. I think probably one of the best that really plays their character really well is Lisa Kudrow, who plays Phoebe.
Yeah.
She plays her role so well.
Yeah.
And I think they all do really well, but I think Phoebe's really like grasped how to portray Phoebe properly.
I mean, all the actors are really good. I mean, they are literally pop culture icons. When you see their face, you know, oh yeah, that's the guy from Friends. That's the girl from Friends. So yeah, and there's clearly a reason for that. Their performances, I think, very much help the writing, especially when the writing kind of dips. Their performances really, you know, they get to shine because they elevate the story in a way that other actors or the writers couldn't or wouldn't be able to do normally. If you could cast other people as the characters, who would you cast? I've got one. I just want to say, who's the guy, like the really attractive guy from the Hangover series?
Oh, I can't remember.
That guy.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about though.
If you search him up, the attractive tall guy, the Phil, that's his name in the Hangover series. Yeah, Phil from the Hangover.
It's Chana. Yeah, I can see.
Hmm?
Is Chana?
Yeah. Who would you cast as Phoebe then?
I think they were all played quite well. I feel like if you changed it to a more of a modern cast, like now celebrities, it would be cast very differently.
I know who I cast as Phoebe is the girl from New Girl.
Oh,
The main girl, yeah, Jess from New Girl. I think she'd fit that role pretty well.
Yeah.
Because she's she's quite similar. She's good at playing those sort of roles.
I feel like the cast is really well, and I feel like seeing other people who would play them feels a bit like wrong and a bit weird. Like you've had those people play their characters for so many years, and now casting someone new would be a bit weird. But I feel like if I were to change something, I feel like Reese Witherspoon as Rachel would have been good because she plays her sister in it. So like maybe swapping those roles would have been quite cool.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for today. This has been Pop Culture Chatter. Been a pretty good one, I think. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.